This conference will now be recorded.
Data types, ranges, then local variables. Total we have 3 categories: local variables, global or instance variable, then static variable. Next we are going to create different methods. Method arguments, method return type. Okay, let's start. Is there any doubt? Okay, yesterday I received only a couple of members shared these programs. Okay, if you have any doubts, please contact me separately, because these are basic concepts you need to understand. If you are unable to understand this basic concept, it is difficult to understand Selenium concepts. If you are good in core Java concept, then only you can able to learn Selenium concept. Okay, before starting, I am going to show you. These are the data types. Okay, if you see these two categories, primitive data types, under we have Boolean, which we can store true or false. Okay, here byte size is 1. Character, it will store only single character at a time, whether it is single quotations, either lowercase or uppercase. Here we are going to store only single character at a time. We are going to represent as char. Integer categories, we have total 4 types. Here we have different sizes as well. Here it will store 3 bytes. Short will store 4 bytes. Integer will store 5 bytes. Then long 6 bytes. It will store only whole numbers. In yesterday example we saw, right? If you try to store any decimal values, it will throw exception. Then coming to float, it is going to store decimal values. Then these are the non-primitive data types. We will see in detail. Okay, we are going to create separate string. It will take whole day. Okay, we have a lot of methods in string. Then arrays also important. Then interfaces. Next, coming to size. Okay, this is the size. Primitive data type, the default sizes and ranges. See, byte default size is 0, like this. Then default size 1 byte. Then range, it is going to store from -128 to 127. Okay, no one will ask these questions. Okay, only thing they will ask, what are the primitive data types? You can able to say that we have total 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can able to say Boolean, character, byte, short. What are the non-primitive data types? We can able to say these things: array, class, interface, string. That's it. No need to say enum also. Then they won't ask any size and all. Okay, this is the default size. For your reference, I am showing this. Okay, now we are going to create some. Yesterday we left in creating double variables, right? Let me create one class file. Double variable or double data type. Main method. Here while defining double, okay, or float f1 equal to 10 6. See, after defining decimal also still it is showing exception. Whenever you are defining float variable, you need to define f as well, like this. At the end of each declaration, okay, float f2 equal to 20.56 f, like this. If you are removing f, it will throw exception. For float variable, must and should we need to define f. Then coming to double, d1 equal to 30.20. See here, no need to define d as well. For double, okay, no need to declare d. Only for float, it will allow us to declare this f. If you remove this, it will throw exception. Okay, most of the things we are going to use double only. Just okay, suppose I am going to define double value as 30. See, like whole number. If I try to print this whole number, what will happen? J1, right click, run as. See, here I added only 30, but it is printing 30.0 because we declared as double. It is by default, it is having nature. It will append this decimal value. Okay. Suppose same thing, if you try to store in integer I equal to 10.50, what will happen? Straight away it will throw exception. You cannot store any values, okay? Only whole numbers we can store. Here still it is allowing, it is taking whole number, but while printing it is giving the 0.0. That is the difference, okay? It will accept, but while printing it will throw, it will define 0.0. If you want to add two double numbers, you can do that, okay? While showing in variables example, I will show you. Now we are going to see local variables. Coming to local variables, okay. See, this is the method, right? Main method. I'm going to create another separate method, public void add, or you can write perform add underscore calculation, like this. Inside this, we are going to declare two variables, int I equal to 10, int j equal to 20, then int result equal to I plus j. Now system.out.println result. What we are doing here, okay, we created one method. This is normal method which we are going to perform calculation. Here we declare two variables. One is I, another one j, another one result. If you want, you can declare like this as well. Okay, this is one way to declare the variables. Let me comment this. Okay, select each and every line, go to source, add block comment. Now we added the block comment. See, it changed the color. If you try to execute, it won't print anything. This is one way. Int I equal to 10, j equal to 20. See, in single line, I declared three variables. I 10, j 20, like this. Here I declared separate variable. Okay. Only thing, if you need to keep comma. If you try to keep semicolon, again this statement is ending here. Again in next line you need to define. Okay. If you define semicolon, that means we are ending that line. If you define comma, still we are continuing this line. Same thing it is going to print int result equal to I plus j like this. Okay. Declaring variables is different. Okay, you need to understand. You can declare like this as well, then you can declare like this. If you declare like this, in simply we are completing in single line. If you are going with this, we are writing in 3 lines. Okay, you need to know all these things. Okay, these are small things, but you need to know. Now if you want to perform calculation, you need to create object to the class. What is the syntax to create object to the class? Class name reference equal to new class name. Then with this reference, we are going to access the methods. What is the class name here? Double. Okay, if you don't know clearly the class name, you can give control space as well. It will give the like this. You will get the hints. J1 equal to new. Now with this D1, we are going to call the method perform add calculation. Now if you try to execute run as Java application, you can see the result as 30. What is this 30? I am unable to understand. It is not giving proper thing what we are doing, then what output you are getting. You need to be little bit informative. To make this okay meaningful, I am going to append with a string. Whenever you are appending this string, right, okay, you need to concatenate with plus symbol. Here we are going to write addition of I comma j is like this. Run as Java application. Now see addition of whatever you are writing, right, it will print same thing here in console. Addition of I comma j is 30. If you want, you can specify values as well. I equal to 10, j equal to 20. Now if anyone see our code, they can able to understand what we are doing exactly, what it is giving the output. Addition of I 10, then j 20 is 30. Okay. Is it required to store here in result? Okay, yes, it is required. If you are trying to do same thing, okay, without storing in variable, let's see what will happen. Right click run as Java application. See, addition of I10 J20 is 1020. It is not performing addition. Just it is printing values. Why? Because still we are doing, see, plus symbol is there, I plus J, it should print 30, right? But it is not printing. Okay. Because in string what will happen, right, after this plus symbol, right, whatever values we have, it will treat as a string only. It will print as it is same, because these two are different data types, right? You need to add this, okay, bracket, because these two related to the integer data type. These two are different categories, different data types. Run as Java application. Now we'll get 30. Okay, you can try, lot of options are there. Okay, try with different examples, sit and practice. To avoid these kind of things, that's why we are storing in a result. In a lot of interviews, they will ask these kind of questions. Okay, what will happen if you try to give like this I plus j? What is the output? They will ask. Nowadays, each and every interview they were asking. This is simple question only, but you need to understand. Okay, okay. If you are printing and storing in variable and printing, it will give the 30. If you are not storing in variable, okay, if you are given like this, what is the output? You need to give. Then some people they will ask, okay, they will try to change this. I plus j plus selenium, like this they will try to add, and they will ask the output. What is the output for this? Now here what is happening? Two integer data types, right? First addition is happening, then we are concatenating with the string. After string, okay, if you try to do any addition, 20 plus 30, see now what is the difference? Anyone guess? Okay, what is the output here? Just message in chat, just guess only whether it is right or wrong. Just guess what is the output here. Earlier we got 30 plus selenium, right? Now what is the output? Just guess. Now I value is 10 plus 20, that is 30, plus selenium plus 20, 30. It will print this output, because after string, okay, whatever variables we have, it will treat as a string only. It won't perform any addition. If you want, you can give same I, j, and see the output. See, just it is printing values. Yeah, correct. Okay, you need to understand. Okay, what is happening here? First, we are adding two data types, right? That's why it is performing addition. Once if you are appending with the string, right? After this string, whatever variables we are giving, it will treat as a string only. It won't perform any addition or subtraction. Okay, you can try a lot different combination, plus, minus, into multiplication. Okay, whatever concept you are learning, okay, concentrate and practice so that you can learn properly. You can remember those concepts. Okay. Now I told you, right, every time if you want to execute, you need to create object. Suppose we have another method, perform. See, at least you need to try, okay, whether it is right or wrong, forget about that. You need to try, then only you can learn the concepts. Here I am going to declare the same. For subtraction, I am going to give minus j. Here I am going to print the result. Now, if you want to execute this one, whether it will execute directly, no, right? You need to call that method d1 dot subtraction calc. Now you will get the result. You need to change this one. Okay, 10 minus 20 minus 10. You need to change this comment. Subtraction of I comma j, like this. First one we executed addition method. Okay, what happened? Still it is printing same thing. Okay, I need to change this. Run as Java application. Now see, 10 plus 20, 30. Subtraction 10 minus 20 minus 10. Okay. And also up to, okay, now we have two, three methods we can call easily. Okay, we suppose we have 100 methods. Okay, 100 methods. Every time you need to create object, then you need to call. Okay, it is difficult. To avoid that, okay, what can we do? Okay, in single class we can call, creating one object, and we can call. In multiple classes, if you want to access, again you need to create object. It will keep on increasing the occupying your JVM, Java Virtual Machine. To avoid that, what I am going to do, right? Here I am going to add static keyword. What is this public void? Okay, I will tell you what is this public void. Then now we are going to see the static keyword. What is the advantage of this static keyword? Once if you are defining any method as static, right? Okay, no need to create object. You can call directly inside main method like this. Directly we can execute this. Suppose I am changing this to non-static method. Now see, it is throwing exception because cannot make a static reference to the non-static. Whether you need to change that to static or you need to create object to the class and you can call. See, it is giving hint. It will give exception as well as hint as well. How many solutions you have. Okay. 1 minute, I am getting call. Okay. If you are removing the static keyword, it will throw exception. And also, as of now, we saw how to access this inside this particular single class, right? Okay. Suppose we have another class. I'm going to create another class in same package. Class perform calculations. Already I declared methods in here, right? Okay, perform subtraction method is there, perform add method. Just I want to reuse this method. I want to call these methods in another class. How can we reuse this? Okay, simply go here. Now with this class name, okay. If you try to call this directly, what will happen? See what it is showing. The method perform subtraction underscore calc is undefined in the perform calculation. This method is not available in this class because this method is available in this double data type. That's why 1 minute. Okay, if you want to access this method, what can we do? With this class name, you can call. Simply copy this class name. Keep here dot. See again. Now there is no error. Perform addition. Now try to execute, you will get the same output. Just we are reusing, already we have methods. If suppose we have 100 methods, if you want to reuse this, simply you can directly access with this class name. Because this method belongs to this particular class. That too, this is static method. That's why you can able to call directly. Suppose I'm going here and changing this static to non-static method. Now see what will happen. Here it is showing exception. You cannot able to access non-static methods. Then how can you access? Again, you need to create object. Again, with this reference, you are going to call the non-static method like this. If it is static means directly we can access with the class name in different. Suppose if this is in different class, right? Okay, you can access with class name. Suppose I'm going to create another class name, another package, new package org dot Capgemini Okay, this person is belongs to another group. He want to access our methods which is available in double data type class dot code Java. Now I am going to create. You need to know all these things, okay? Within class, then within package, then outside package. Calc examples. If you want to learn perfect Java, right? Okay, it will take total 1 year. Okay, we don't need that much. Okay, only thing you need to know how to create packages, how to create class files, how to declare variable, what are the naming conventions, methods. These are the things enough, okay, for Selenium. If you go in depth, right, okay, it will take 1 year to learn core Java concepts alone. What is JRE, JDM, JDK? Then what is the architecture of JDM? How it is going to work internally? It will take, okay, months of time to learn all these concepts. That much knowledge is not required for tester. Only thing you need to know how to create a class file, how to declare variables, creating static methods, then creating object to the class, and how to access. We have different access modifiers as well. Then how to declare local variables, global variables, static methods. Okay, learn these concepts. Try to practice more and more. That is enough. Don't go by definition and definition. Don't try to learn definitions. Okay, it will take months to learn completely. That much is not required. That much detailed one. Data types, yes, I know data types. These are the data types you can say in interview. Yeah, total primitive data types we have 8. These are the things you can say. Then difference between primitive data types and non-primitive. Primitive data types declared by Java itself. Just we are reusing this primitive data. These are the things we are going to declare. User is going to declare these things. Non-primitive data types. We cannot create object to the primitive data types. These things we can create. For class we can create object, array we can create object, then interface, string. For primitive data types we cannot create object. This must, okay, enough. If you go in depth, right, you can't able to proceed. It will be bored. For tester, that much knowledge is not required. Just you need to know what is what. That's it. Okay. Now we have main method. I want to access methods available here. Let me change this as static. Okay, I will show you without static method. Then you can see the difference. Copy this. Go here. Create object. Now see, still it is showing error because if you are trying to access one class available in different package, first you need to import that. Okay, this class is not available in this package. Okay, first you can import this package from this package. See, org.actions.core basics. You can import. Yeah, you will get like this within same package, right? Okay, see, there is no import option. See, nothing imported here. If it is different package, if you try to access, then only you need to import like this. Then you can able to call these methods. Okay. Now you will get the same result. Addition of I10, J20 is then subtraction. Like this, create multiple class files in same package, then create multiple packages and try to practice. Okay. Please share screenshot without fail so that I will come to know how much you are able to understand. If you are unable to understand, I will take another session. In weekend I will plan. Okay, if you are new to coding, okay, obviously it will take time to learn. Once if you are learning, right, it is pretty much easy. You will get see, automation testing is you love to work in that. Okay, it is a interesting concept. Easily you can manage automation testing, but these things you need to know. Some interviews, okay, they will keep create one package, then create in that class file, then declare variables, integer variables, integer array. At least you need to know that. Okay, now we are going to see local variables, global variables, static variables. In each and every interview, 90%, okay, they will ask this question. What is the difference between local variables, global variables, static variables? Okay, let's create one example. I am going to close each and everything like this. Right click, close all. Everything got closed. Let me create one sample class file, variables, example. Now I am going to declare one global variable int I equal to 10, then static variable int k equal to 20. Then I am going to create one method, public void. Already we got idea, right? What is static? What is the advantage of static? I am going to create static methods going forward because no need to create object, directly we can access. Perform add. Now int j equal to 20, 30, then comma, I can say result, or I can say jka. Okay, now I am going to perform addition. A equal to I plus k plus j. Now see what happened. It is showing cannot make static reference to the non-static reference. Okay, let me remove this again. This because static methods will allow only static variables. I will tell you that one as well. Now this we have this method. Okay, now we are performing addition. If you print the value, this is the output. Where is this main method? Okay, let me create main method. See, if you don't have any main method, you are not getting run as Java application. Without main method, you cannot execute any Java program. Someone they will ask you how to execute Java program through command line as well. Okay, that one also rarely that will ask. Okay, out of 100, only 1 or 2% they will ask through command line how we are going to execute, because in testing we are going to execute through testng or JUnit. Max Java we are not going to execute. Most of the companies they are using JUnit or testng. For understanding concepts only we are executing using Java. Variables example dot, because non-static method, variable equal to new variable example. This variable dot perform add. Right click run as Java application. You got output 30. Okay. Now what I am going to do, I am going to create another method. Perform subtraction. Here I am going to not going to give anything. Directly I'm going to print the result. Okay, into result equal to, see, if you notice here, for I we are not getting any error, for k we are not getting any error. See, for j we are getting error. Already we declared this integer j. If you try to access this j, it is throwing exception. A also it is throwing exception, because okay, this variable j we declared inside this method, perform add method. This is local variable. Whenever you are declaring any variable inside method, then that is called as local variable. The lifespan of this local variable is going to end here in this bracket, curly brace. Outside this you cannot access. These two we can access because we declared outside method. Under class we declared this is okay, global or instance variable. This is static variable. Because why it is static variable? We added static keyword. That's why we are saying static variable. Global variables can be accessible any methods. Suppose you have 100 methods in this class. All 100 methods can be accessed this global variable and static variables. But local variable, once if you are declaring any inside method, the lifespan of that variable is going to end here only. It is going to access here only. If you want to change here, you can change that value, j equal to 60. Inside this, you can play. If you want to change to another 30, 50, 100, you can change value. Again, you can print the result. Now see the result, what will happen. Same, because here we need to define this. After changing value, again you need to perform addition, run as Java application. Select this always launch. See, now I changed value as 60, right? That's why it is printing 90. Here first one it is printing 60. Now it is taking the updated value. If you want, you can change this inside this curly brace only. You can play with this. But outside, if you try to access, you cannot access this because that is local variable that will be available only in this particular method. Okay, local variables are stored in stack memory. We have different memories in Java. Stack memory, then heap memory. Okay, whenever you are declaring any local variables, okay, these are going to store in. This is also one important interview question. Okay, where local variables will get stored. You can say that stack memory. Then global variables. Then static variables are different. Okay, we have static memory. These are the static variables. Don't go in depth. Okay, what is the stat and all? Okay, easily you can get in Google. Okay, but don't go in depth. What is this stack? What is this heap? Non-static. Okay, just try to say this. That's it. Local variables will be getting stored in stack memory, then heap memory, then static memory. Okay. Now again, if you want to reuse this local variable, again you need to declare here int j equal to 30 like this. Now there is no error. See. Okay, and also we have access markers. Try to create more examples, then only you can able to understand. Let me create another example. Local variables. Into I equal to 10 into j equal to 20 into result equal to I plus j. Then result is result. Okay. Then I am going to perform subtraction, multiplication. Here we are going to change for subtraction. Why it is throwing error? Because in Java, if you have same method, it will throw error because duplicate method in type. This is the method it is showing. Subtraction. If you want to call, these are non-static methods, right? How can we call non-static methods? Inside main method, we need to create object to the class. There is the local variable. Example, L1 equal to new local variable. Now with this, we are going to access the methods. Add multiplication. Right click run as Java application. You will get the result. Okay. Here, if you notice, each and every method using same ij result. Okay, these are the local variables. What I am going to do, I am going to move this from this to the here. Number of lines also reduced. Okay, we are reusing same. We are going to reuse. See, earlier we have 20 lines, 30 lines of code. Now we reduce it to, and we are reusing main thing. We are reducing number of lines of code, or and we are also reusing the variables because three methods are using same method. That is the difference. This is about global variables. If you are declaring this at class level, if you have 1000 methods also, you can access all these variables. Suppose, okay, I want to change this value. Instead of 10, I am going to keep this as 100. Right click, run as Java application. See, 100. Okay, perform add. Okay, 2000. Why it is giving 2000? Okay, right click, run as Java application. See, first we are getting 120. Here 100 plus 20, 120. Second one 10 into 20. Okay. Suppose if you are defining local value, if you are trying to change the local value, right, it will take the priority. It will give first priority to the local variable. Whatever value we have to the I, it will take. It will forget this value. If you want to change j value also, you can change that. Okay. This is about local variables, global variables, then static variables, and also static methods. If you are declaring each and every method as static, no need to create object. And also you need to observe, okay, see it is throwing exception because static variables will allow only static like this. Now there is no error. See, once static methods will allow only static variables. If you try to remove this static, again it will throw error. See, run as. Okay, and also we have method arguments as well. These are the method. As of now, we saw just calling method. That's it, normal method. Instead of declaring these things, okay, we can call like this as well. Create class file, method arguments, example. I will show you difference. What is the method arguments and non-arguments method? Public static void perform at int I equal to 10, j equal to 20, int result equal to I plus j. Now, okay, if you see the argument method, public static void perform multiplication. It will take two arguments, that is two integer arguments, int I comma int j, then result int result equal to, or you can give directly like this as well, I into j. Now if you try to execute, if you are calling this perform add method multiple times, you will get the same output because we are using same values. That's why you'll get the same output. Now, okay, I'm calling this perform multiplication method. See, whenever you try to call this method, right, it is showing that it will take two integer arguments. Okay, you can pass this 20 comma 10. 10 comma 10 like this. Right click run as. Every time you can pass your own desired values. Okay, so sometimes if you want to calculate with 100, yes, you can change. You can call a number of times, you can change the values as well. Okay, we have a lot of advantages with this arguments method. I will tell you tomorrow in detail. Okay, please no, tomorrow Saturday, right? Yeah, weekends no class. Okay, I will see if I am having time, right? I will message you in group. Be ready at same time. If there is no interviews, I will message you. Okay, then see you tomorrow. Please complete this task and send me.